Introducing Pichu London Plus. For just $1.99 a month, you get access to full unedited races from Season 46 of the Ultimate Series and the 2024 Mock Pichu London Cup Series season. You'll also get access to races ahead of time before anybody else, and you'll also receive custom emojis and badges to use on the comments below. Finally, there will be an exclusive new series just for members coming soon. You do not want to miss that. Join Pichu London Plus today, just $1.99 a month. Just click the join button down below to get started. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 45 of the Pichu London Ultimate Series. Tonight, it is All-Star Race Weekend from the LA Coliseum. You heard that right. For the first time ever, we're racing in the Los Angeles Coliseum for our annual All-Star Race Weekend festivities. So now, here's the format for the All-Star Race this season. There will be 4 heat races with 10 drivers in each heat race, and each of them is going to last 25 laps. The top 5 from each heat race will qualify for the main event, and then the rest of the drivers will have to run in last chance qualifier, and one of the 2 last chance qualifiers will each run 75 laps, and only the winners from each of the last chance qualifiers will advance, and the last spot will be taken by the driver highest in points that has not yet qualified through either the heat races nor the last chance race. And if you are wondering if this format sounds familiar, that's because it is. We're using the exact same format for the Clash in the Coliseum as they were running this year. So we're going to give that a shot for All-Star Race Weekend, since this is the first time we've ever run in the LA Coliseum, and I thought I'd give this track out for a test drive and see what racing will be provided here through the world of Entertown 3. So I'm so excited to finally try out the Los Angeles Coliseum and see how the racing goes. It'll get better as we go along through the night. So this is the first of 4 heat races, and again, they're each going to be 25 laps. So let's take a look at the starting lineup, and the order was determined by their point standings for each heat race, just so you know. So the order of the points is the one that determines the lineup. And so the 45 car Ryan Durrani starts on the pole position for race number 1, heat race number 1 I should say, and Nathan Ormond will start alongside him on the front row. And then row 2 in the first heat race will have Matt Gomes and Priya McShane. Row 3 in the first heat race will have Isaiah Bernash and LG Lataro. And then we have Dylan Abrahamian and Saman Ozkan, both best friends, are both going to be running in heat race number 1, believe it or not, and Hayden Stringer and Casey Hoyt will make up the rest of the field for the first heat race. So they're going to have to race their way into the All-Star race this time. Everybody's going to have to race their way in. No automatic spots given. They're all going to have to earn their way up in order to make it to the All-Star race. So we're in for an exciting night here in Los Angeles. And here we go, the cars are going to start to roll out, and we're about to get the green flag for the first heat race of the night in All-Star Race Weekend. As the 45 about to take the green flag from pole position in the first heat race, whoever wins this first heat race will actually start on the pole for the All-Star Race itself. So here we go, we're underway. All-Star festivities are green in Los Angeles. Great start for Durrani, and he's up and running already. And Matt Gomes just took second away from the 24 car. He's got his eyes set on that 45. Now the 41 gets by for third place, and the 24 is off to a pretty bad start. He was on the front row, and now he's on the outside, and he's struggling right off the bat. He's going to have to finish in the top 5 to transfer. He's in 5th now, and now the 78 gets by him. Now he's outside the transfer spot. 78 is outside the inside the transfer spot. Now puts the 24 outside the transfer spot. Oh, 3 wide. Bernesh looks low. He's trying to get by and make a move. Just can't quite get there yet, though. The 78 car Stringer gets to the 4th position now. Gets by LG Lataro. Lataro trying to hang on to 5th place, the final transfer spot. And here comes Bernesh. He just gets by him. Bernesh takes the 5th and final transfer spot. Our eyes are on the 5th spot right now, and this is for 6th place between Dylan Ebrahimi and LG Lataro. They're not close yet to getting to that 5th and final transfer spot, but they're hoping to make a move and to get into the front of the transfer. And now Ebrahimian takes that spot away. 31 takes the 6th spot away. Right now we have our top 5 currently locked in. Matt Gomes trying to narrow down the lead on Ryan Durrani, trying to pick up that pole position in the All-Star race. Ryan Durrani comes into the All-Star race as the points leader. He was the winner at North Wilkesboro in our last race we ran, and he was able to catapult to the points lead with that race win. So that's how he's starting in Heat Race 1. He wins this race, he starts on the pole for the All-Star race. He'll be the one to watch out for when the night continues to roll on. But here comes the 24, trying to get back his positions he lost. He's down to 9th place. And LG Lataro is in 10th place right now. He just got passed by the 24 car. So not off to a good start for these two drivers. They may have to qualify through the LCQ, the last chance race. One of 2 of them they'll be running here tonight. This is the first of 4 heat races, 25 laps each. Top 5 will transfer into the main feature. The others will have to race in one of the 2 last chance races, each 75 laps. And only the winners of each of the each of the last chance races will advance to the All-Star race. And the last spot, one more spot, goes to the driver highest in points that has not otherwise transferred yet. So right now, Durrani has been untouchable from pole position. He's just had the best car of the heat races so far. Just trying to get the heat race win and trying to get himself on pole. Race number 1. If I'm not mistaken, the 1st place driver in this heat race is going to be on the pole. The 2nd place driver is going to start in 5th. The 3rd place driver is going to start in 9th, and then it goes 4 spots down from there in every position. 9th, and then I think the 4th place driver is going to start 13th, and then the 5th place driver is going to start 17th. If my math is correct. So anyway, 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go in Heat Race 1 right now, and Matt Gomes, well, it looks like he's just going to try to stay in 2nd place. He's just trying to transfer into the main feature without having to worry about going to the last chance races. Look how small this track is. Really tiny track. Very tiny track. And they're inside a football stadium. So not a lot of room to move around, but always nice to see these drivers running in the LA Coliseum. It's been a lifelong dream to run at a track like this. And we're so happy that we're finally able to do so, and maybe we'll have a great all-star race out of this. We can get a good one out of this. So a few laps left in heat race number 1. See who will get to the brakes first. So far, 3rd, 4th, and 5th are safe. Bernesh might be transferring, so is Hayden Stringer. Sam and Oscon might be transferring as well. So we got some veterans transferring into the all-star race. But Ebrahimian and McShane might be among the drivers that'll have to qualify into the last chance races. 2 laps to go in this first heat race for Ryan Durrani. Just has no challengers behind him pretty much, and he's hoping that the car stays up and running on this final lap and a half. So here we go, last lap here in heat race 1. And he has just been untouchable from the very start. And I believe Durrani is going to be one of the favorites to win this all-star race. Here comes the checkered flag for the first heat race. It's going to go to Ryan Durrani, and he will be starting on the pole for the All-Star race later tonight. Those are the rest of the field coming down to the start-finish line. Matt Gomes will transfer to the main feature, so will Samad Oskan, Hayden Stringer, and Isaiah Bernesh inside the top 5. And the ones that'll go to the last chance race will be Dylan Abrahamian, Priya McShane, Casey Hoyt, Nathan Ormond, and LG Lataro. So that'll do it for Heat Race 1. Heat Race 2 is coming up next. Alrighty guys, we're in Heat Race number 2, and here's your starting lineup. Jamal Jackson is on the pole. Alongside him will be the 47 Connor Breton. In the second row for Heat Race 2 will be Rich Roy and Clark McKee. Row 3 will have Nathaniel O'Hare and Tyler Jones. Row 4 with Edith Cardoza and James Richardson, and rounding out the field in Heat Race 2, Matt Hunter and Luke Walker. So without further ado, we're about to take the green for Heat Race 2. Moments away from the green flag dropping in the second heat race. Whoever wins this heat race will start second in the main feature. And again, 25 laps, top 5 advance to the main feature. The rest go to one of the 2 last chance qualifiers we will have here in the LA Coliseum. All-Star Race Weekend continues with heat race number 2. The green flag drops. Well, this time the 47, a little bit even on the outside, but it's going to be Jamal Jackson pulling away. Kind of expected from the pole setter here in race number 1, in race number 2, I should say. The pole setter led every single lap in heat race 1. And looks like it might be the same thing here for Jamal Jackson. Pays to earn a lot of points. I believe Jamal Jackson is second in points coming into this race, and he might be a competitor for Ryan Durrani here in the entire night. Nathaniel O'Hare is into second place, and now battle for transfer between the 14 Rich Roy, 22 Matt Hunter, and 47 Connor Breton. He might get passed by Tyler Jones. Tyler goes to the bottom, and he takes the spot away. He's in the transfer spot over Connor Breton. And Richardson bumps the 47 out of the way. Bumped Breton out of the way, and now Tyler Jones is trying to catch another position. Goes to the bottom, takes it away from the 14. Tyler Jones trying to hang on there, but the 14 trying to fight back. Connor Breton trying to get back into the top 5. Now the 14 is on the outside. Breton's trying to get to the main feature to transfer. Here comes the 47. And he's going to take 5th away. He gets the 5th spot away. He takes it. Into 5th he goes. Goes to 5th place now. He takes it. And here's Clark McKee. Clark McKee to the bottom lane. Can the 43 make a move on the 14? Looks like he's going to get by Rich Roy. McKee goes by, takes spot away. Connor Breen stays safely in the 5th spot for now. You never know what happens though at a track like this. But here comes Luke Walker. Luke going to 6th. There he goes. Luke Walker into 6th place in a one-off for the 71 Spire Motorsports team. That 71 car will be going full-time racing next season to replace the 78 car. It was owned by Live Fast Motorsports, but Live Fast does plan to run part-time next season in the Ultimate Series. And 71 will take their spot full-time next season. Luke Walker giving the 71 a bit of a test drive this weekend here in the Coliseum. Jamal Jackson out in front over Nathaniel O'Hare in the second heat race. This is determined who will start second in the All-Star race, the main feature, I should say, of the All-Star race. Up for grabs here in this second of 4 25 lap heat races. All these drivers, first time that they've been running inside the Coliseum in Los Angeles in this very tight, small track. James Richardson off the pace a little bit. You gotta wonder, is the 1 car going to be able to catch the 6 and put him a lap down before this heat is over? It's going to be like 9 laps left in the second heat race, so this could be interesting. Will the 1 be able to get by the 6 if he catches him? Could be an opportunity for Nathaniel O'Hare to take that lead away. Maybe steal a stage win away from the heat race win away from the 1 car. Well, looks like the 6 car able to stay neutral, so might not catch him. So we shall see what happens in the final couple laps in this second heat race. And now with just 6 laps to go in heat race 2. Maybe they've cooled down a bit, and Jackson knows he just got to hang on, and he'll be in a good spot to start, and probably he'll start second in the All-Star main feature. Battle for 5th place. Connor Breen hanging on to 5th for now. He's still in the 5th spot, the last spot to transfer, so unless if something catastrophic happens, it looks like he'll be the last car from Heat Race 2 to transfer into the main feature. But no competition so far, Jamal Jackson. No competition for both pole sitters so far in this heat race, in this heat race portion of the All-Star weekend. Just about 2.5 laps remain for Jamal Jackson, trying to hang on and just get to the All-Star race, the one that will count. 2 laps to go. Trying to add his name to among the winners of the All-Star race. We expect to see a good one with a full car field in the All-Star race itself. Last lap in Heat Race 2. And no competition behind from Jamal Jackson. And here he comes. Jamal Jackson's going to be the second heat race winner in the Coliseum, along with Nathaniel O'Hare, Matt Hunter, Tyler Jones, and Connor Breton. They will transfer into the All-Star race. And the ones that will have to go to the last chance race, one of the 2, will be the 43 of Clark McKee. Oh, the 22 actually retired. Oh, wow. He actually retired in that one, in the second one. He had a problem, but he was able to hang on. But 22 will still get to transfer into the main feature for the All-Star race here in the LA Coliseum, even though he was ruled retired in 3rd. But he will still transfer. But Clark McKee will have to go to the last chance race along with Luke Walker, Edith Cardoza, the 14 of Rich Roy, and the 6 car of James Richardson. So coming up next, we will have our 3rd heat race of the night. Alrighty guys, coming up next is heat race number 3. And on the pole for this one will be the 42 Skylar Taylor. Alongside him is the 8 of Cullen Francis. Then John Andrews and Giovanni Castillo, followed by Allison Rain and Avi Sachs. 23 car, it should be Benjamin Snyder. And I accidentally put Myatt Snyder, but it should be Benjamin Snyder. But I will fix it if he does make it to the main feature or goes to the LCQ. But it's supposed to be Benjamin Snyder in the 23, and I forgot to change the name before I started this. But that is Benjamin Snyder, the 23. Alongside him is Zachary Fitzwater, and then there's Pete Chu and Ronald Marvila. Heat race number 3 is about to begin. Alright, we're about to begin heat race number 3. Who's going to be the next driver to qualify into the All-Star race? Who's going to be the next 5 drivers to qualify for the All-Star race, I should say. Let's get to the green flag. Skylar Taylor going to lead us down to the green for heat race 3. And here we go back to green flag racing with the 3rd heat race of the night. Good start for Skylar Taylor. Now the 19 goes for 2nd, though. Takes it away. Into 2nd place goes the 19 car of Giovanni Castillo. And now a battle for 5th to transfer. Avi Sachs currently in 5th spot right now. We might lose it to Allison Rain. Here she comes. 48 car gets to 5th spot, the final transfer spot. And defending champion Ramar Vila, he's in trouble already. Early on, he's outside the wall. Already in trouble early on in this race. Into the 4 car, Zachary Fitzwater takes 3rd from Cullen Francis. Right now in a safe zone right now. Oh no, Rain's in the wall. Oh man, she's going to be losing the spot to Pichu. Oh man, she lost the spot to Pichu. And now Pichu's in the 5th spot. Could he transfer in a one-off for the Colic 13 team? Pichu's in there, and he's got him. I mean, he's got her. Here comes Benjamin Snyder. And Benjamin is going to move to the bottom and going to pass Rain. Rain not off to a good start now. Early on in this 3rd heat race. 19 car not losing the 42. Just going to try to stay put and try to gain ground wherever he can. To try to get by the 42 if possible. Zachary Fitzwater's in a good, safe spot for now, in 3rd. And Cullen Francis is currently 4th. And Pichu currently stays in 5th. It's his lines right. He'll stay 5th. And he'll definitely be trying to run this race. He'll definitely be transferring into the main feature. 17 on the outside. John Andrews trying to hang on. Allison Rain, though, struggling now below in the 10th spot. Not a good start for the 48's night right now. Might have to qualify through the L/Chance qualifiers. 1 of 2. We're going to be running in the before the All-Star race. Oh, and by the way, the drivers that didn't make it to the main feature in the 1st and 3rd heat races, they'll race in the 1st last chance qualifier race, and the drivers didn't make it through the 2nd and 4th heat races will race in the 2nd last chance qualifier race, and each of them will run 75 laps. So a little bit more breathing room for the guys who need to transfer to get to win and transfer into the All-Star race weekend. Benjamin Snyder, he's going to try to catch up to Pichu. Maybe try to pull ahead. But he's only got 10 laps to do so. Well, almost 10 laps, but when they hit the stripe, it's going to be 10 more laps. But Pichu, though, running in his first race here in the LA Coliseum, he might transfer into the All-Star race, the main feature, in a part-time role, nevertheless. But Pichu, though, making the most of his opportunity here in Los Angeles in the Coliseum. And there's Cullen Francis as well, won twice this season, and he's going to be in the All-Star race if he hangs on to his 4th spot. And so Zachary Fitzwater, who also won a race this season. Giovanni Castillo and Skylar Taylor, neither of them have won a race this season, but they're looking to win here in the All-Star race and looking to be favorites. And the winner of this race will start 3rd in the All-Star main feature. 6 laps to go. Skylar Taylor, favorite to win now here in this 3rd heat race. Bearing any problems, might be able to hang on and go to the All-Star race. I'm sure that the guys, after they get a feel for the Coliseum, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more beating banging throughout the night with a full field coming up and a stacked field. 4 laps to go. Well, looks like the 42 staying level with the 19 car. He knows he can't mess it up because 19 is right behind him. A little bit of breathing room he gained on the 19. He just got 2 more laps to go around, and he'll hang on and win this 3rd heat race and start 3rd in the main feature. Final 2 laps of heat race number 3. And here comes the last lap in heat race 3 for Skylar Taylor. 42 car Skyler is going to transfer into the All-Star race. Giovanni Castillo will join him. So will Zachary Fitzwater, Colin Francis, and Pichu. And there it is. And there it is. Stage 3 and Heat Race 3 wraps up. Those are the 5 that'll transfer. And so Benjamin Snyder, John Andrews, Ralmar Vila, Avi Sachs, and Allison Rain will have to go to the last chance qualifier in the first last chance qualifier exactly. So they have to transfer in through there to make it to the All-Star race. Anyway, 4th and final heat race is coming up next. Alright, here's our starting lineup for the 4th and final heat race of the All-Star weekend. Quentin Moore starts on the pole, alongside him Luke Lawl. And row 2, JP Latar and Alexander Rowe. Row 3 with Chris Leone and Garrett Albertson. Row 4, Nilson Herrera and Cassidy Reynolds. And Liam Stewart and Leia Walker will round out your field. Alright, here we go. Cars will roll off the track for the 4th and final heat race of the night before we get to last chance qualifiers and decide who will get to the All-Star race. Again, top 5 transfer from this race. The rest will go to one of the 2 last chance qualifiers. I'll be running right after this. Green flag is out. Here we go. 4th and final heat race underway. No surprise, Quentin Moore is off to a good start. Not surprising there, as Moore was the winner of 4 races last season, picking up where he left off here in this All-Star weekend. He wants to be one of the first to transfer into the All-Star race. The winner of this race starts in 4th position for the main feature. Again, top 5 transfer, and the rest will go into the 2nd last chance qualifier race. Battle for 5th place here, and it's Reynolds in 3rd. Oh wow, 3rd, sorry. Garrett Albertson is now in, I believe, 4th. Oh, Luke Lawl is going to be going on the outside. Oh, Luke Lawl goes on the outside, and Luke Lawl gives up the spot. And Leia Walker trying to transfer herself into the All-Star race too. Oh, a little tight there. Oh man, almost 3 wide now. Things are getting tighter. They're getting a feel for this track. Things are getting a little tighter. Battle for 5th now. The transfer spot. Leia trying to transfer in along with Pichu. And she makes the pass work. She's going to make it work. Takes the spot away. So 60 is in 5th place right now. The final transfer spot, Liam Stewart gets by Luke Lawl. And Luke Lawl drops another position. So the 9 goes into 6th place, trying to close in on Leia Walker to try to transfer into the All-Star race. Well, LG Lataro not giving up, trying to narrow down on the 38. Oh, he's on the outside. Oh, that's not a good run. That's not a good line to take. And Lataro's going to lose some ground, maybe. Maybe he's trying a different line to try to get by. JP Lataro trying to get into the All-Star race, the main feature. And JP's brother, LG, won a race this season at Dover. JP has not won himself this year, but he's looking to change that in the second half. And maybe he'll face his brother off for the championship title. And they're both supposed to be teammates, actually. But, yeah, brotherly love there. Leia Walker hanging on to 5th spot. She's hanging on right now, trying to transfer into the main feature. And the Walkers, all that's left is Luke, by the way, among the part-timers that hasn't transferred. Oh no, I think Casey Hoy didn't transfer, so there's that too. But Leia Walker trying to hang on and transfer into the All-Star race. All they can do now is hope that these drivers in front have an issue and have a problem And that would put him into the last chance qualifier. I'm sure the last chance qualifier, there'll be a lot of beating and banging for that like win. For only the winners from the last chance qualifiers transfer into the main feature. And the last spot will go to the driver highest in points that has not qualified for the All-Star race. 8 laps to go in Heat Race 4. Quentin Moore trying to lead the Jolly Green Giant Ford to the victory in the Heat Race. And he'll get into the All-Star main feature. So with this full field, it's going to be a very, very competitive race, I can imagine. We have only 10 cars on the field for now, but if we get when we get to like 20 plus, it's going to be very competitive. 6 laps remain in Heat Race number 4. The last one before we head to the last chance qualifiers, and each of them will run 75 laps. So, long day ahead of for these drivers, and the main feature hasn't started yet. So 38th, though, no competition behind. 16 gains a little bit for second place, but I'm sure Reynolds would want to just keep the position where he is and just worry about transferring, and maybe save the better stuff, the aggressive stuff for later. Three laps remain, and in this 4th and final heat race of the night, before we get to the last chance qualifiers, now 2 laps remain. That's how quickly these laps go by here in the LA Coliseum. Quentin Moore, though, he's going to be the one to transfer into the main feature just a lap away. Here comes JP Latar, Cassie Reynolds, Garrett Albertson, and Leah Walker. Looks like those are the 5 that are going to transfer into the main feature. Here comes Moore. He'll take the 4th heat race win. And there he goes. There's the 5 that'll transfer into the main feature. Moore, Lataro, Reynolds, Albertson, and Leah Walker. That means that's going to put Liam Stewart, Luke Lowell, Chris Leone, Alexander Rowe, and the 15 Nelson Herrera into the last chance race. One of the 2 last chance races in the field. So that's it for all the heat races tonight, and coming up next, the first of 2 last chance qualifiers. So going to the green flag in the first of 2 last chance qualifier races. Oh, look at that, almost 4 wide right off the bat. Wow, you can already tell they're already trying to make some aggressive moves early on. They all want to try to win this one and try to advance to the All-Star race. But the 24 Nathan Ormond's going to take second away as Ebrahimian pulls away. Here's the 41 car into the top 5. There's Sachs, Benjamin Snyder, and I did fix his name. And now Ronald Marvila. To the bottom now he goes. 77 gets by. 41 gets by in the 3rd spot. He takes 3rd place away. Start to see the aggressive moves that they're all trying to plan out here and hope to get their opponents off. But again, it's a much longer race now. Instead of 25, they're running 75 now. Priya McShane puts the 51 up into the wall. McShane trying to get by. Can he make the move and clear him? And he clears the 51 Avi Sachs. Marvila to the low side. He might not make it to the All-Star race, despite being a champion the previous season. So he's going to try everything he can and try to make this race. Because right now, 20 cars have locked themselves in, and only the winners advance over to the main feature now from the last chance qualifiers. 3 wide battle, Snyder, Rain, and the 62 Casey Hoyt. Casey Hoyt was the Daytona winner, believe it or not. He opened the season with a race win, actually, in part-time role. Was able to win. And now he's in last place in the qualifier, so not off to a good start as the 62, and he might not transfer into the main feature. Doesn't have any points to rely on, so would have needed a win to get in, basically, or make it top 5 in the one of the qualifiers for any shot to advance into the All-Star race. Ibrahimian takes the lead early on. He's still hanging on to that lead in this first of 2 last chance qualifier races. And Marvilla drops to the 10th spot. So not off to a good start for that 77 team. Again, last season's champions might not make it to the All-Star race. Marvilla doing everything he can to try to salvage this day. But these guys are going to run a lot more laps than, they're going to run a lot more laps than they did in the heat races. As Ibrahimian is trying to hang on and trying to get to the All-Star race. And Ibrahimian has been one of the rising stars in this series. Last season it was a part-timer, but came close to several race wins. This season it was close too, but Ibrahimian knows he is looking for an opportunity, looking to get in. Well, he's already in full-time position already, so look for a championship. He's got a good friend of the former Sabat Ozcan, who is a former champion himself. He's learning a lot from him. And Ibrahimian hopes he can win one day in the series. Small victory for him if he hangs on to win in the last chance qualifier. But he'll be in the All-Star race. And racing along his buddy, the 11 of Sabat Ozcan. In second place right now, Nathan Ormond. Looks like he might be one of the 200 cars to not make it into the main feature. As the 24 and 48 both struggling right now to transfer into the All-Star race. And the other 2 teammates right now are with Liam Stewart and Nathaniel O'Hare. And there's third place LG Latar, his brother JP. I believe made the All-Star race, but LG is trying to qualify into the All-Star race despite a race win at Dover. A lot of winners, shockingly, might not make it to the All-Star race, believe it or not, in this field. Including LG Lataro, Nathan Ormond, Avi Sachs, John Andrews might not make it to the field with 2 wins despite. Casey Hoyt might not make it, and neither will Allison Rain. A lot of big names might not make it to the main feature of this All-Star race. Shocked to see some big names in this field that might not make it to the main feature, to the 150 lap main feature. I mean, wow, it shows you, well, makes things a lot interesting. But still, some big names will probably be omitted into the main feature of the All-Star race. And this probably would have been the last lap of the heat race by now, but they still got a lot more to go. There's Ormond, Lautaro, Priya McShane, Avi Sachs, some former champions of the field and might not make it to the All-Star race transfer. John Andrews there, Benjamin Snyder, Allison Rain, Casey Hoyt, Raul Marvilla, some big names. They may not make it. 31 might be approaching the 77. This could get fun if the 31 can't pass that 77. If they reach that far. That should be fun, man. It should come down the wire here, and 24 might have a chance if the 31 gets held up by lap traffic. This track is probably the smallest track we've ever run a race at. So my lap cars approaching laps will be very easy. And we're gonna have a full field of 23 cars, I believe, in the main feature. So who knows how many beating and banging there'll be all night long between these drivers. Should be fun. But they're just trying to get the track warmed up before we get to the main feature. 31 car out in front right now in this pack of field drivers trying to get into the All-Star race. There's Marvila 10th and Hoyt 9th and Rain 8th, and looks like no positions are going to be changing for now. Unless if somebody messes up and loses a position or two, and then things get interesting. But man, it should be a lot of fun here in this All-Star race, the main feature. It should be a fun one. See some of these big names competing for All-Star glory to be the first winner here in the Los Angeles Coliseum. Are we going to run a regular season race at this track? Probably not. The field is just too small to fit that. We would probably have to split this into 2 doubleheader races like we did for a long time previously. Like we had like several races that couldn't fit all tracks back in the day, and in one track we had a doubleheader weekend with like 2 races in one weekend. They counted each for points, and we had 2 different winners from there. And it was always interesting to see the dual races format we've had in the previous seasons. A lot of fun to do with those doubleheader weekends. It made things complicated in terms of the points, but yeah, it was fun to have doubleheader weekends with 20 cars in each of them and 2 different winners at the track. Yeah, it was a fun time back in the day, but probably not going to do them anymore because it would make things nowadays. It would make things complicated in terms with stage points, and now with stage format being a thing for the Ultimate Series, so it would probably be complicated, and it probably wouldn't work with the point standings nowadays. Still, it was fun. It was fun when we did those dual races. I'm sure long-time viewers know about what I'm talking about. I mean, this series has been running for like 12 years now. Just amazing how far we've come. We saw some familiar names there that have been there for like the longest time, like over a decade of this series. Just amazing to see how far they've come with many wins under their belt and a lot of fun things. And we still got more seasons to come. The best is yet to come for this series. We've got a lot more to do. So, got a lot more to do with this series, and we hope to continue it for as long as possible. I mean, last season was planned to be the last season was supposed to be the final one for the Ultimate Series, but with auto stages, now it brings new life to the series that we never imagined it would we never imagined would happen with Airtown 3, a game over 20 years old. And with iRacing taking over NASCAR video games starting next year, yeah, well, we don't know if it's going to finally put Airtown 3 to rest, but I don't think it's going to be put to rest. Airtown 3 is going to live on as long as there's a big community surrounding it, making tracks like these and new cars that you see here. Lautaro, McShane, Sachs inside the top 5. Andrews right now, no changes inside the top 10. Not much to really say about this, and they're just trying to qualify, trying to get a feel of the racetrack, and maybe try to find strategies to see who to try to win this race. It might get more competitive when we get a full 23-car field here, and there'll be a lot of beating and banging all night long, I'm sure of it. With a couple spins here and there, and it will be interesting to see how these guys will avoid it, because I'm sure it's going to be a wreck fest when we have like 20 or so cars all packed up into this very small, tight track. 2/3 of the final stage of the first of 2 LCQs are almost done. 2/3 of the way there, folks. I believe Cassidy Reynolds qualified, his teammate qualified into the All-Star race, so Abrahamian's going to join. And also Pichu qualified as well, so 2 Collie cars qualified. Abrahamian's looking to be the 3rd and looking to have all the team qualify for the main feature, the All-Star race. Like I said, some big names will probably be omitted from the main feature in this All-Star race, in this one-off in the LA Coliseum. And next season, maybe it'll be a Clash. Maybe we do it as the Clash. We don't know. To decide which format and where it's going to be put next season. But I'm sure that I'm going to have the Coliseum back in some form next season. and it will be a fun race wherever we go, whatever we do it here in LA. Final 20 or so laps here in the LA in the Clash for the first of two last chance qualifier races. Ebrahimian's trying to hang on to the win and transfer into the main feature. He's been able to keep his lead steady. His lead is like 1.3 seconds currently at the moment. Hasn't been able to get a challenge from the 24 all in this first of two last chance qualifiers, but 31 trying to hang on. I'm sure he wants to win this all-star race, but he'll probably have to start in the rear of the field. Those with the winners of the last chance qualifiers, they'll start near the rear of the field. The one that starts last is the highest driver in points that has not transferred through the heat races nor the last chance qualifiers. Or we'll add up all the points, see who will transfer in for those in the highest points. I'll check the points back and see who will transfer at the very end. Anyway, 15 laps left in this last chance qualifier, the first of two, and we still got another one coming up. Oh boy, it'll be a lot of fun for these drivers to be beating banging here. I can imagine at the 150 lap showdown. Sure gonna be battling all night long here in the Clash, and don't worry, it will get better. Hopefully, it's gonna get better as the night goes on. But Ebrahimian, though, pulling away a little bit, almost a second and a half of a lead. But that 31 car just so dominant here in this race. But he'll have to start in the back if he wants to win the All-Star race, and there'll be drivers going for everything they got to try to win and win bragging rights, be the first to win here in the LA Coliseum. We're inside 11 laps to go. I don't know if there's going to be pit stops here. I'm not sure if there would be enough room for pit stops since this track is very tiny. So I'm not sure if there's going to be even any pit stops here in this race. But if there is, then that would be a whole new strategy then. Don't think there's going to be stages as far as I know. Just going to be one single 150 lap feature. No stages. Just going to take a break from stage racing. And if there is any need for a caution, and if it ends under caution, we would have overtime. So we'll try to finish this race under green. But I can't have like caution laps not count due to limitations of this game. So if caution comes out, it will count towards the laps. So just keep that in mind if there's a caution that comes out. So 6 laps to go when they hit the stripe here in the Coliseum for Dylan Ebrahimian. Ebrahimian trying to get into the All-Star race. Transfer into the All-Star race to face off against his friend Samad Ozkan. 5 laps to go in the first qualifier race here. Trying to hang on over Ryan Durrani. I mean, no, not Durrani, sorry. Nathan Ormond. And if there's caution, this is probably going to end the session because, yeah, it's no point. Anyway, Ebrahimian, there's really not much to say about this. We're going to move on to heat race. The second qualifier, last chance qualifier race after this. But thanks for everyone that stuck around, and we'll continue to keep going and see if the other one will be a lot better. What we saw here so far in the first one. 2 more laps around for Dylan Ebrahimian. And 1 more lap around next time by for Dylan Ebrahimian to try to win and transfer into the All-Star race. Dylan Ebrahimian is going to transfer into the All-Star race, and he's going to face off in a quest for bragging rights in the night's biggest prize. There he goes. Ebrahimian is your winner of the first last chance qualifier race. Abrahamian is going to be one to transfer, and when we come back, our second last chance qualifier race is coming up. Last chance qualifier race, here we go. Clark McKee leading the field down back to the green. And the second 75 lap race, last chance qualifier. Luke Walker already into second place. How about Liam Stewart? Hold on, now they're going 3 wide now. Oh, now Luke's going on the outside wall. The battle of the Lukes now with Luke Walker and Luke Lawle. But Liam Stewart on the outside as well. And here comes the 14 Rich Roy. And Roy's on the outside now, and he gets pushed out. And here comes Richardson. And Richardson takes the spot away. The 6th goes to 3rd place now. He moves up to 3rd. And here's Alexander Rowe inside the top 5, but only the winner gets to transfer into the All-Star race. And the one more spot goes to the driver highest in points. 54 gets by. Takes the spot away. Rowe is going to another spot. There's Luke Walker battling for 2nd place now. He's going to go for the lead on Clark McKee. 43 is going to try to join his teammate into the All-Star race. Skylar Taylor won the 2nd heat race, by the way, earlier tonight. Drivers that are currently in right now in the All-Star race, Ryan Durante. So he will be probably the only one from 2311 Racing to be into the All-Star race. So Durante is in the 45. So is a 34 car, Matt Gomes. And his teammate Quinn Moore. Quinn Moore won the 4th heat race. So both teammates from front row are going to be in the main feature. Salmon Oscon transfers in, along with his teammate, the 19 Giovanni Castillo, and also transfer. And I believe those are the only 2 that are going to transfer in from the Joe Gibbs Racing team. The other 2 are competing here in the 2nd qualifier race. Then the 78 Hayden Stringer, the former champion from 2 seasons ago, he's in the All-Star race. And so is Isaiah Bernesh, and his teammate Colin Francis will both make it into the All-Star race and transfer. Zachary Fitzwater, his final full season of the series, he will transfer into the All-Star race as well. So Zach Fitzwater is in. I'm looking to see if there are any of his teammates that will join him. Yes, JP Lataro will be joining him in the All-Star race. Pichu's in, and that means all 3 Collett cars will make the All-Star race. So Pichu, Cassie Reynolds, and 31 Dallin Abrahamian will all make the All-Star race. And Nathaniel Hare makes the All-Star race, so Hendrick does have at least one of their cars in the All-Star. And right now I believe it's their only car in the All-Star race, if I'm not mistaken. The 19 Castillo's in, Fitzwater's in, Skylar Taylor, of course, is in, and only one from Trackhouse is in. That is, of course, the one Jamal Jackson makes it in. Matt Hunter makes it in for Hendrick. His teammate Garrett Albertson will join him. But Priya McShane will not qualify for this one, I believe. And yeah, Priya will not qualify for the main feature. Tyler Jones is in the main feature, though, and so is Connor Breton, the former champion. So the smaller team showing what they got here, and they're in. And the 60 car Leah Walker is in. Believe it or not, will likely be the only driver from RFK to make it into the main feature. So, what an accomplishment for Leia, being the only driver from RFK to make it into the main feature, maybe. But again, the last spot's going to go to the one highest in points to transfer. We'll calculate and see who will be in and who will be out. But currently, Clark McKee out in front. Not trying to let this opportunity go to waste. He's trying to get into the All-Star race. His teammate is running as well. And there's Trent Dunham, by the way, but he's not competing. Trent Dunham is not competing in the All-Star Race weekend, but will compete several other races throughout the season. So right now the lead is about a little bit over a second over Luke Walker. Leia's transferring in, and so is Pichu, but Luke might be out. Luke might be the one out of it. Only way he can get in is to win here. Has no points to rely on. So Luke Walker, though, unless if something happens to Skylar Taylor, he might not be transferring into the main feature, but gonna give this car a bit of a spin. Oh, and it looks like Nathan Ormond is going to be the driver that transfers into the All-Star race regardless of what happens. So I checked the point standings. I think Nathan Ormond is going to transfer in to the All-Star race, as he's 5th in points, highest in points. It hasn't transferred to the heat race, nor transferring to a from the last chance qualifier. It's going to be Nathan Ormond. It's going to take the last spot into the All-Star race. And Luke Law despite being 8th in points, will not transfer to the All-Star race. Just caught several unlucky bounces in his heat race and just wasn't able to keep the momentum going. And neither will Rich Roy. So a lot of big names, again, will not make the All-Star race this year. In the main feature, that is. But they did get to try out the LA Coliseum for a bit. So Clark McKee in the 43. Clark McKee competed a long time ago in this series, believe it or not. It's been like a while since he last ran a full-time schedule in the Ultimate Series. McKee's only win, by the way, in his career came in season 39 at Mid-Ohio, when we had races there. But Mid-Ohio was where he got his only victory in his career so far in season 39. McKee makes a surprising comeback, and he's gonna be in the All-Star race and transfer in. Dream come true for the young fellow. Luke Walker running second right now, a long-time driver of this of the series, but he's not going to be in the main feature with Leia and Pichu, and also the 43 of the 6-car James Richardson is in 3rd place right now, so he might not make it to the All-Star race. Rowe and Herrera 4th and 5th. McKee might not try to catch Leon, but might try to catch the ones in the pack, and it's going to be fun to see how the leaders are going to deal with lap traffic, and if this goes on for long green flag stages. I'm sure there'll be some beating and banging going on throughout the night, but yeah, can't wait to see how these drivers will take with there's like 20 or more cars in this one small compact track. It's nice to have these drivers run the LA Coliseum, giving it a test run for the first time ever, all running in this very small track inside of a stadium. Kind of reminds me of Bowman Gray Stadium with the short track and how the shape it is, yeah, for some reason, but yeah, it looks like it's a fun track to run in. Sure, it's going to be a great summer here for the Ultimate Series and for the Cup Series. The Mock Cup Series will be running up and running right now. First couple races will be up soon. If you sign up for Pichu London Plus, you'll get full unedited races of the Cup Series, and you'll get highlights of Ultimate Series races. So you join that, and the join button is down below. So it'll help support the channel. Just as a heads up. His lead is like over almost a second and a half now. Clark McKee is just pulling away. Really not much to say, but Chris Leone, Cardozo, Luke Lawal, some big teams that are not going to make it to the All-Star main feature, which is a very surprising number of big teams are not going to make it to the All-Star main feature. I mean, All-Star Race has been long one of the staples, except for Season 1. We didn't even have an All-Star Race in the very first season. Yeah, Season 1 we never had an All-Star Race in the inaugural season. We were trying to get used to, setups and all that stuff. Matt Hunter was the winner last season in the All-Star Race. And other notables to have won the All-Star Race include Robert Smith, Maxwell Smart, Max Ferrier, Steve Morgan, Emmanuel Harnett, former champion. Zachary Fitzwater won the All-Star Race twice. Kamika Jazin, a former champion, also won the All-Star Race. James Richardson won the All-Star Race twice in his career. Armando Shazaz, another former champion, won. Joseph Shrigley won in Season 18, and I believe he is a real-life rider for NASCAR. If I'm not mistaken, Joseph Shrigley is now a rider for NASCAR, and he started off as an offline driver, believe it or not. Some of the others, like Riley Spurley, will also start off as one of the drivers, and he's now in working in the NASCAR industry now as a rider. I think Joseph Shrigley, same thing, but humble beginnings. Pichu won the All-Star Race twice as well. Allison Rain won the All-Star Race 3 times. 14, 23, and 38. 3 All-Star Race wins. Impressive for Allison Rain. Probably the only one to win 3 All-Star races in a career. Anthony Lopez won the All-Star Race twice. And I believe Leah Walker won twice. And Luke Walker has yet to win an All-Star Race, but doesn't look like he's going to be winning an All-Star Race again. So that's still not going to happen. Jacob Lawler won twice as well. George Rourke won an All-Star Race back in Season 8. So a lot of big names have won All-Star Races in their career. And Luke Walker has not won an All-Star Race, but won the Showdown back in Season 32. It doesn't look like he's going to be transferring to get that first All-Star Race win. Definitely. But anyway, the 43 car is taking the lead now. Less than 20 laps to go in the second and final last chance qualifier. Don't worry, the event's going to get a lot better. It's going to be much more competitive. The drivers are going to be fighting tooth and nail. For sure, beating and banging for bragging rights here in this All-Star Race. It'll be fun. I promise. The main feature is going to be, I promise, the main feature is going to be a lot of fun. .43 tries to pull away. Hanging on to the lead by over a second over Luke Walker. Luke's trying to gain on him a little bit. He's gaining on him every lap. Makes you wonder, has Luke Walker got something up his sleeve in these final couple laps? Well, now it's back up to a second, but I think Luke tried to change his line and try to gain on the 43. Maybe try something out, try to pass him and transfer and join his other 2 fellow drivers in the All-Star Race. But now it looks like 43 has been able to find a way to keep the lead. A little over a second now for the 43. So for a brief moment, it looked like Luke Walker is going to try to close in on the 43, but 43 is able to keep it steady. And now with just 12 laps to go, we'll see if the 43 can hang on over the hard-charging 71 car. As I mentioned earlier, the 71 is going full-time racing next year. Spire is adding a 3rd entry full-time next season to replace the 78 car run by Live Fast. Live Fast will go part-time next season. Still no word on who will drive that 78 next year in season 47. 47 might have some changes here and there as well, but they're still in the works right now, as it's already a little early in the season 46. So, but they're still thinking about some changes already being trying to implement, and you'll see when we get there. Everything's staying steady for the 43 car for Clark McKee. He's trying to lead to victory again to transfer into the All-Star race to run alongside his teammate Skylar Taylor. And he's leading Skylar, and he's giving them a lot of pointers for Skylar Taylor in his rookie year. Maybe Skylar might go and win a race or two in his career. Only time will tell though. Clark McKee has experience. He has won a race in his career, just one. He's trying to get back to victory lane and trying to win a championship as well. 6 to go in the second last chance race for the Clark McKee in the 43 car. Trying to hang on and try to transfer into the All-Star race. We know Nathan Ormond will be the driver to transfer based on the point standings. The last one to transfer into the All-Star race, the 24, will be in. And the 24 will be joining his teammate, the 5 of Nathaniel O'Hare, among those two drivers in Hendrick to make the All-Star race. But both cars from the newly renamed Legacy Motor Club will make their way to the feature as well. Final 2 laps in the second last chance race. It looks like no one's going to be able to catch the 43. One more lap around for the second qualifier race before we get to the main feature. Here he comes. Clark McKee is going to be the second winner of the last chance qualifiers. And he's going to be in the All-Star race. And Nathan Ormond and the 24 Nathan Ormond makes it official. He will be the last driver in to transfer based on point standings in the All-Star race. So that's your field full of competitive drivers that'll be running for bragging rights in this 150 lap main feature here in Los Angeles. When we come back, the All-Star race will truly begin. Alrighty guys, it is now time for the 150 lap main feature of the All-Star race, but before we begin, we do have one driver change. Leah Walker is elected to drop out because I can only fit 22 cars and not 23 in one race. So Leia has dropped out of this race and her spot has been given to Nathan Ormond. Ormond would have been the driver to be left out if had they stuck to 22. So Ormond is in and Leia Walker is out here in the main feature. And here's your lineup as a reminder for the main feature race, 150 laps. Ryan Durante starts on the pole. He was the Heat 1 winner, and Heat 2 winner Skylar Taylor starts alongside him. Then Jamal Jackson is the Heat 3 winner, and Quentin Moore the Heat 4 winner. And then there's the rest of the field with Matt Gomes, Giovanni Castillo, Nathaniel O'Hare, JP Lataro, Samad Oskan, Zachary Fitzwater, Cassie Reynolds, Matt Hunter, Cullen Francis, Hayden Stringer, Garrett Albertson, Pete Chu, Tyler Jones, Donald Ibrahimian, Isaiah Bernesh, Nathan Ormond, Connor Breton, and Clark McKee. And now we're about to get the race going. So here we go. Going to go green flag racing. 150 laps here in the main feature. Let's see who gets the bragging rights here tonight in the Los Angeles Coliseum. The green flag waves. Durante's out in front. Already off to a good start. 45 car already up and running. Jamal Jackson stands right behind him. Nathaniel O'Hare able to go on the bottom into third place. There he goes, third place to Nathaniel O'Hare. Trying to stay in the third. He does stay in the third. Able to continue. And down to the bottom they go. Going for the top 5 spot is Giovanni Castillo, who takes it away from Skylar Taylor. Taylor stuck on the outside, and so they'll have to manage right here, right now. Reynolds right in last place. There's Pichu as well, so Reynolds not up to a good start early on in the night. And oh, already a spin. 22 cars already around on lap 5 with Skylar Taylor into the wall. That'll bring out the caution. That's the first time we've seen a caution in this race today. Looks like Zachary Fitzwater got into the 22 and spun him into the wall. Oh, that sucks. Wow, Skylar Taylor up into the wall, had nowhere to go. It's right into the 22, brings out the first yellow. Racing to the line, and they just got past the 8. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep that. I don't know if the 22 is going to be able to keep his position. Maybe. Well, now they're going to have to line up and bunch up for the restart here. There's a problem. Somebody spun. Wow. What happened with the 21? What in the world just happened? 21 just got slowed up. Oh, everybody was slowing up, and the 3 car just holding up the drivers, and now the 21 gets involved, and now he's stuck. Now these drivers are stuck. Oh, no. Wow. What is going on? Tyler Jones is out now. He's on to pit road. I don't know what happened there. These drivers are stuck. I don't know if they're going to get back to their positions. Holy cow. This is really unprecedented. This is just weird. Another car's stuck. And Quentin Moore is stuck. But he gets it going. He's going to get it going. All these drivers are stuck now. What in the world? What's going on here? Now the pace car's catching up. They're catching the leaders. 22 might have to move. Holy cow, this is weird. So weird. I've never seen something like this happen before. They're slowing up and they're just getting back into the swing of things. I don't know what's going on. This is really bizarre. Hopefully they can get back onto the track. And they might get back on the track. They don't have a lot of time, by the way, because, yeah. I don't know why they brake so hard, like in turn 1. That's so weird. I've never seen that happen before. Tyler Jones is back onto the track. I wonder if they're going to have him in the line. They're going to have him in the line. They're going to have to keep this caution going. I think everybody should be back in line very shortly, so I've never seen that before. Now they're braking in the corner. Like, they're stopping for drivers on pit road. There's nobody on the pit road. So why are they stopping in the pit road? That's so weird. I have never seen something like that happen before. And now they're starting to line up again. Let's hope they stay lined up here tonight. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. That's just so weird. Anyway, we're going to go back to the green maybe next time by. Yep, I think we're going to go back to green next time by. So Ryan Durani's your leader. And I really hope this goes smoothly the rest of the way, because we might see more wrecks down the line here in this feature. Alright. Back to green coming up. Pace car to pit road. And they should be back to green very shortly. With Ryan Durani out in front, who's going to get the better jump? And just a heads up, there's only going to be single file restarts at this track because it is so tiny. It's like a quarter mile in length, so there's not enough room for the drivers to set up for double file. And so we're going to only do single file restarts here in this main feature. Let's go back to green. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Jamal Jackson, and now the 5 car. Jamal Jackson's going to lose second to the 5, Nathaniel O'Hare. And here comes the 19 car. Goes into 3rd place. 19 is up in 3rd, and now the 23 is up and running, already off to a good start. 21 is going down to the bottom. We might have a 3-wide battle here with Zachary Fitzwater, Quentin Moore, Darlan Abrahamian. Oh, the 4 has to slow down. He had to slow down. The turn was approaching. There was nothing he could do to avoid that. Here comes 34 Matt Gomes. Both he and Quentin Moore in this all-star race. The teammates are both in the main feature. Battling to the bottom. He takes the spot away. And Quentin Moore's going to follow behind him. 8 cars off pit road. Oh, nearly got run into his own teammate. 8 car had to come to the pits and had to do some repairs. And now the 8 car is back on track. Might be a nuisance to these drivers. right here. It might just get in the way of Jamal Jackson. 8 car lost a lap, so did Tyler Jones. Jones is also a lap down, so just navigating through lap traffic, and I'm sure they're going to be navigating through the lap traffic if they catch up to the drivers in the back. This will make things interesting here in the clash. And if we get another caution, then, well, who knows what's going to happen, because the drivers are going to be, like, bunched up, and, yeah, it's going to get crazy. It's going to be weird. So, anyway, 45 gets the lead over Nathaniel O'Hare, and the 5 just moved up to second. Durrani, so far, he has the lead. So far, is the best car of the night. Won the pole in his first heat race, and he shows that he's got the best car so far in this race. He is currently the points leader coming into this race. He just won at North Wilkesboro to lock himself in the playoffs. Now approaching lap traffic now, Samad Oskan. Oh, he's on the outside. Might be an opportunity for Nathaniel O'Hare to take the lead. Here he comes. The 5 takes the lead. 45 had to react very quickly just to avoid the lap car of Oskan, and he gets the lead. And Nathaniel O'Hare is now the new leader. But how is he going to get through lap traffic? Lataro's on the outside now. They're both in the way. Oh no, Castillo's going to try to get second away from Durrani. But the 5 is going to get past the 10. It looks like the 10 is going to let him go. And the 5 car gets by, and he is going to pass the 10 and put him a lap down. And now the 19 takes second. Castillo's in the second place. Oh, now they're still trying to get through lap traffic. Wow, what a move by Nathaniel O'Hare. He might have made the move of the race right there if he can hang on. He's got to be careful. Got to make his marks right and not let other lap cars pass him. Tara wants that lap back. He's going for his lap back. He does not want to finish a lap down in this race. He's going for it, and he's got him. Gets back his lap for now. Here comes the 19. Aggressive move down the bottom. Looking to make it 3 wide. Trying to get behind Clark McKee. Oh man, he gets through, and the leader is now Giovanni Castillo. Squeezes on by. The 19 takes the lead out in front. See, when you have more cars, it gets more aggressive, and a lot of action happens here around this track. McKee, though, he wants his lap back, and so does the 12. And these guys want their lap backs. They don't want to end a lap down. This is the all-star race after all. They're going for everything here. They're giving it all. They're giving it their all for bragging rights. Here comes O'Hare, but he's on the outside. Couldn't get the move on the 19. He just couldn't get the brakes in. Well, it might get him here. And here it comes. 5 car is your new leader again. The 8 car's a lap down. O'Hare takes the lead again. Trying to get back into the 12. Trying to pass by the 12 and the 11. Put him a lap down again. This will be fun. 5 cars out front. O'Hare takes the lead again. The 8 car is going to try to get out of the way. Jamal Jackson, what a move for second place. You really make up a lot of ground in the one lap because of lap traffic. I wonder if the 43 is going to let the 5 by. I wonder if the 13 is going to do the same for the 5. No, he's not. Oh, no, he's not. That might be an opportunity the 1 is looking for. Albertson's going to try to get it back. This might be an opportunity that the 1 is looking for. Oh, look at him fast approaching so quickly. Into the bottom he goes, trying to take the lead from Nathaniel O'Hare, and he takes the lead. Jamal Jackson is the new leader. First time he's led tonight in the main feature. Oh boy, 12 and 43 not going to make it easy. 12 and the 43 are not going to let the 1 get by. They're not letting the 1 go. Oh, they haven't let the leaders go. They've been so aggressive. Well, here comes the 11 to the bottom, trying to force the 1 in the middle. Oh, he's going to force the 1 in the middle. Ozcon sneaks by. How about that? What a way to get your lap back. Wow. Ozcon is not making it easy on the one car. These lap traffic cars are not making things easy for the leaders. They want to get back to the front. They know they can't. So they want to go back and try to get back into contention some way. Maybe a caution will help them out if they stay out in front. And look at who's second place now. Ryan Durrani. He has come back to life. I mean, first couple of laps, he was the leader, and then lap traffic got on the way, lost the lead. He's trying to work his way back up to try to win this race. A spin! Oh man, we just saw 38 go around, but no caution. We stay green. 38 just went around, but he was able to save it. I don't know how that didn't bring out the caution. That was right in front of the pace car. He just spun in front of the pace car, and yet that didn't bring the caution. Wow, it didn't bring out a caution. That is so weird. I mean, that's just bizarre. Wow, that did not bring out a yellow. That's just insane. That is insane. I mean, he just spun right in front of the lap car, and that didn't bring out a caution. That's like, wow. How's that possible? That's weird. Looks like the lap traffic dissipated a little bit now. It's 3.5 seconds is the one car leading. But single file restarts, we get another caution, and yeah, there's going to be lap traffic in the middle. I anticipate they're not going to give them enough room to run. I really hope they don't mess things up here in terms of bringing the caution out. 45 laps complete right now in the main feature. Over a 3-second lead for Jamal Jackson. Things are calm right now, but they could be a lot more stormy as the race goes on. Now he's gonna have to try to put Lautaro lap down. And oh, he's on the outside. Oh, that's not where you want to be. Not where you want to be, going on the outside, having to brake so hard just to avoid contact with lap traffic. That is not where you want to be. Might be an opportunity for the 5 to try to make up some lost ground. 21 gets the lap back. 12 cars trying to get his lap back. And I think the one's still stuck on the outside. Now one's going to have to try to navigate through the middle line. Oh, he's trying to block the 12. Oh, he's trying to block the 12 car, and he does. Stays on the bottom. He knows he has to stay on the bottom. That 5 car is trying to catch the one in a mistake. Oh boy, things are getting more intense. Night goes on. Holy cow, these guys are racing real hard. Now 4 might get lapped here. Oh, wow, the one nearly got into the wall there. Wow. One nearly got into the wall by lap traffic, and O'Hare is on the outside now. He's in trouble. O'Hare is in trouble now. He's on the outside. And now there's somebody with smoke. I thought somebody was smoking there for a second. My bad. Anyway, the 1 car gets by the 4, able to navigate through the lap traffic. He's going to have to try to hang on through this lap traffic here, because it's crazy. So insane. It's intense. Now the 11 is going to probably get out of the way of the 1 car. He wisely gets out of the way and lets them get the inside line, because... And now Bernesh just took 2nd away from Nathaniel O'Hara. I almost didn't see that. Wow. I mean, I was focused on Jamal Jackson. I mean, Jamal's trying to navigate through the lap traffic, trying to win this race, but Isaiah Bernesh is fast approaching. Here comes Bernesh down the bottom in the 3 car. That 3 car is going to try to catch the 1 in a mistake. Ibrahimian is the next to go a lap down. And Ibrahimian's going to let the 1 go. He's going to let him go right here. Give him the space he needs. I mean, Jamal has not been giving up the lead for a long time, but he's going to try to hang on for the rest of the night, try to win this race. Well, a lot less clear on the lap traffic, so doesn't have to worry about that now. Oh, and now the caution's out. Wow, the caution suddenly came out. Wow, caution. Okay, the field's going to stack up now. That's crazy. Wow, almost didn't even see that caution come out, but the yellow flag is out. So that's going to make things interesting now. That's going to... I'm not sure how they're going to line up the field now, because now with the caution out, the cars are going to be a little slow. So we'll get back to it, and we'll get back for the restart. Alright, we're back on the restart here in the main feature after that abrupt caution. But we're going back to the green flag again. And again, it's only single file restarts because there's not enough room for double file restarts at a small, tiny track. Jamal Jackson trying to hang on the lead. He gets a great jump, and it's a jump that he needed to get back into the race. He needed that jump to clear the lap traffic, and now he's out in front. The 5 car's on the pit road. Oh man, tough break for Nathaniel O'Hara. He had the lead for a couple times tonight, but had to come to the pits for repairs. The 5 car's onto the pits, and it's gonna be trouble for those drivers behind him. It's good news for the 1 car. Allows them to get back into contention. Allows the 1 to be back in contention. Now the 16 Reynolds goes to the bottom, but now second place is way far behind. 4 seconds to be exact. I think he just lost second. Yep, Clark McKee's into second place. What a move by Clark McKee. He was a lap down. Suddenly he's gone back up to second. Wow, Clark McKee, what a workaround here for the 43. He's just made things work. Oh, but he's going to have to hang on now. Bernesh wants it back. 78 now is running in 4th. That is Hayden Stringer, the former champion. A former champion, I believe he won the title 2 seasons ago. Now running inside the top 5. But Jamal Jackson, he's been able to make it work now. He just took the lead early on, has not looked back. At the halfway point of this race. We're halfway through. 3 wide here. Could be 3 wide, and they're going to back up a little bit so that they don't cause a wreck in each other, because we know what happens with cautions. They get really chaotic very quickly. They're chaotic super quick. 22 car goes to the bottom, takes the spot, and while he's almost in last place, he's going to probably be put a lap down, and Jamal knows he's got to negotiate there to the bottom. Got to avoid losing. Got to avoid losing the run. Now he's on the outside. Now he's on the outside now, so not looking too well. Not where you want to be. And well, still got almost a 10-second lead on second place. He might try to put second place a lap down. If he laps his entire field, he might be a winner. And all he has to do is not have any trouble for the rest of the race. And then he will win it. I mean, it was really tight to navigate through lap traffic early on, but I think Jamal Jackson's got a hang of it. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, I thought he was going to get a hang of it. Oh, this is interesting. He's on the outside now. Oh, boy, this is going to come down to the wire. It's not over yet, folks. This race is not over. It is not over yet, and some lap cars are going to have to get by him. He's stuck on the outside. There might be a chance for the 3 to make something happen. Can really make up a lot of ground on a tiny track like the LA Coliseum, so the 3 car is not out of the has not given up yet. He knows if Jamal makes a mistake, he's going to pounce and take the lead away from the 1. So this race isn't over yet. Almost a 10-second lead is down to just a 6-second lead. Bernesh just doesn't have any help in front of him. But now Jamal Jackson's going to get back into the running here. Going to try to get back, trying to lap cars once again. The 1 car's back to lapping cars down the bottom. And now he's on the outside, almost into the wall, in fact. Oh, the 5's not letting him go. And now the 34 hits the wall and spins and brings out the caution. Oh, 34 spins, brings out the yellow for the 3rd time tonight. Wow, that's not what the 1 needed. Maybe that is what the 1 needed, because last time he got a great jump on the restart. But now as the lead is down to 4 seconds over Isaiah Bernesh, but well, now he's going to have to let the lap traffic go now, and we'll have to wait and see how these drivers will line up. So when we come back, we will have the restart. Alright, welcome back, and here's an interesting twist. They're going to let the drivers get their laps back. They're going to have everybody take the wave around so that the leaders will have as clean of a track as possible. Well, they're trying to, but these cars, like right now, are not lined up to where they should be. But hopefully things will get a lot more cleaner on the restart. Hopefully we get back to green as soon as possible and as clean of a track as possible. But they're allowing those cars a lap down to get their laps back, taking the wave around, so that the leaders can get as clean air as possible on these last couple laps. It's going to be fun and competitive, with all the lead lap cars in front and the lap cars out of the way. So everybody got their laps back, whoever was lapped, and we're going to go back to the green. And this is going to come down to the wire in these final 60 or so laps. Here we go, green flag is back in the air. And a good start for the one car. He was just up and running. He knew he had to run away quickly. He had to get away as far as possible from the leaders, and he was able to get on the gas and take the lead again. Oh boy, Jamal Jackson got Ryan Durrani in second place now. And Quinn Moore, and now a battle between Moore and Nathan Ormond. Ormond into the top 5. Look at the 3-wide battle. Takes a 3-wide battle and gets by. Third and 24 goes to the bottom and takes the spot away. He's third now. Ormond is going to be third. What a run for him. He started in last place. He's up to third place now. Now it's a battle between Durrani and Jamal Jackson. The lap cars got out of the way, so it's going to be a lot harder for the 45 to try to narrow down the one car just on speed alone. And Hayden Stringer just took 4th place away from Quinn Moore. And now Quinn Moore is going to have to battle with Tyler Jones. Tyler Jones is back in the mix. Tyler Jones goes to the bottom. He's going to try to take position away, and he does. And with all the lap cars out of the way now, everybody got their laps back. Now there's clean air for those leaders, but they're already approaching lap traffic and Matt Gomes. So, oh boy, in these final 50 or so laps, it can come down to whoever's able to negotiate through the lap traffic first. Just 51 laps to go. Jamal Jackson in the lead. He knows he's got to try to hang on and going to have to try to find a way around these lap cars because Ryan Durrani is fast approaching. I mean, Durrani led early on in this race, dropped off a bit. Now he's in second, and he wants to win. He's looking to solidify his win here today, but we'll see what happens. Jamal Jackson is stuck on lap traffic. He's going to the bottom. Wisely decides to go to the bottom. He knows he has to go to the bottom and avoid the 45 from having any run towards the lead. Jackson in front now. He got past the 11 and now the 5 and the 16. Getting past those lap cars now. They're back a lap down after getting their laps back, and it kind of didn't last too long for them to get back on the lead lap. Did have 3 cautions today, but we might have another one. It could come down to the wire, and if there is a caution that normally ends the race, we'll have a 2-lap shootout to determine who wins. Overtime. Durrani's on the outside, not where you want to be, as Ormond is fast approaching. And this is good news for the 1-car Jamal Jackson. Can breathe easily because now there's a battle for second behind him with lap traffic in between. There he goes. Ormond moves up to second. What a run for Nathan Ormond. Started in last place. He's now up to second. He might still try to win this thing. I mean, he was a last-minute addition to replace Leia Walker in the main feature. And Ormond's taking advantage, and he might try to pull off an upset here if the 1-car is not able to hang on. He's in a 3-wide battle with lap traffic. Remember when Bernesh was inside the top 5, but now he's dropped off. And he's getting lapped by Jamal Jackson. And while the 3's not making it easy for the 1 to hang on. 78 car Hayden Stringer is now in third place. He's trying to find a way to get around the 24. Connor Breen gets out of the way for the 78 car, and we're inside 40 laps to go next time by. Laps go by so fast here at this main feature in the Coliseum, here in the All-Star race. Jamal Jackson looking to be among the winners of the All-Star race. That win is coming for this young gun, promising rookie from the 1 car. Almost won at Phoenix, by the way, a couple weeks back, only to get passed by John Andrews with 7 to go for the race win. But Jamal is closing in on his first win. He's hoping to get there later in the season to get him in the playoffs, but this is a small consolation prize for him. This is, well, not really a small consolation prize. This is going to be huge for him. Huge momentum booster for him heading into the second half of the season. Winning the All-Star race as a rookie it's just incredible. It would be an incredible accomplishment for this team if they're able to hang on. Jamal hangs on right now, and the 24 able to get by, and now the 78 is on the outside, stuck with the lap car of Zachary Fitzwater. Ryan Durant, he knows he was on the pole in this race. He knows what might have been. He tried to hang on with the lap traffic and all that. It got real chaotic very quickly. I mean, it was very chaotic, right? It was just quickly chaotic. Now he's on the outside. He's getting passed by Tyler Jones. What a run for Tyler. In third place, he might finish. Might go for, no, fourth place, sorry. He might go for third in these final couple laps. Oh, 3 wide of lap traffic behind him. Oh boy, this will be interesting. See if the 1 car can get by these guys. And they're able to stay out of the 3 wide lane. Now Jamal Jackson has to sneak his way in. These final laps, he's going to try to hang on. He has to go to the bottom. He can't make a mistake here. He can't, let the lap cars get by him. And the 1 car able to get through cleanly. Still hang on to the lead. On the outside, he's bumped by Skylar Taylor. This might not be good. Oh boy. This might be the opportunity the 24 is looking for. 30 laps to go in the All-Star race. Jamal Jackson knows he's got to hit his marks. He has to hit his marks now. He can't let lap cars get in the way of him, of trying to take a win. And now the lead is under 1.7 seconds. Nathan Ormond fast approaching, and he is trying to complete the ultimate comeback to win this race. Bernash is going to have to let the 24 go, so to the 16. Knows the 24 is in contention to win this thing, and now the 1 can't afford a mistake in these final couple laps. There's a caution though. It's going to really make things jumbled up, I anticipate. Oh, Jamal's on the outside, gets near to the wall. Oh no, he just lost it. He just got too tight on that corner. An opportunity may be arising for the 24. Here comes Nathan Ormond. To the bottom he goes. And the 1's still on the outside. Here comes Ormond. Ormond trying to get by the 1. Try to steal a win away. Can he clear the 1 car? He does. He clears him with 24 to go. The 24 of Nathan Ormond is your new leader. Clears him with 24 laps to go. I told you it took just 1 mistake for the 1 to lose his lead. He's still on the outside. Tyler Jones is fast approaching. Oh man, a heartbreaker again for Jamal Jackson. And now he's trying to avoid getting passed by the 21, but Tyler Jones gets a run. And Tyler Jones takes second. He might go for the lead. 2 rookies in second and third, but man, heartbreak for Jamal Jackson. He had a chance to win this race and might have slipped away. Oh man, heartbreaker for the one. We thought he was going to hang on to win. But man, he just wasn't lucky with the lap cars and going to have to try to get back to try to get in contention with 20 to go. But man, the one car just let it slip away, maybe. He might have let it slip away. But Nathan Ormond, what a journey it's been for the 24. Going from last place starting in the All-Star race to the lead with 20 to go. Would be an amazing comeback for this 24 team. He had to get in after Leia Walker dropped out. And this would be an amazing comfort behind victory if he hangs on. Jamal's not giving up yet. He's still got some life left in him. Jamal Jackson still trying to catch up, hoping for something to happen with the 24. He knows he just let it slip away. I mean, he had the lead, just couldn't get through the lap traffic as efficient as he should have, and now he lost the lead to Nathan Ormond. Ormond is just 16 laps away from the win. I'm not sure if Nathaniel O'Hare is going to help out the 24 in some way. I'm sure he might if they catch up, but their teammates right now, Nathaniel O'Hare led briefly early on in the race. And now the one car able to get by. 21 slips to 5th. Matt Hunter is in 3rd now, by the way. So the 22 moves up to 3rd place. Matt Hunter is trying to close in on the 22 of Jamal Jackson. I don't know if he's going to have enough time nor lap cars to help him out to get by. 19's another lap car. Maybe the opportunity arising for the 1? Well, no, the 24 is going to get by the 19, so not going to have a problem with getting by the 19, and no Ormond still leading the race. Jamal Jackson and Haynes Stringer are going to have a tight battle for 3rd. Now more lap cars. Connor Bringo's on the outside. Maybe an opportunity arising for the 1 of Jamal Jackson. He doesn't have a lot of time left. He knows he's only got 11 laps to catch the 24. Now make that 10 laps. 10 more laps around for Ormond. He's on the outside. He's stuck on the outside. This might be an opportunity for Jamal Jackson to catch up. He might try to steal a win again. It's not over yet for Jamal Jackson with 9 laps to go. And there he goes. Jamal Jackson does retake the lead. Redemption for the 1 car. He lost the lead early on, and now he's got it back. And he might get it back for good this time. 8 laps to go. I think he might have just made the winning move here for the 1 team. And they were waiting for an opportunity to get by, and he takes it. And the 5 gets him out of the way. I mean, the 5, I know he wished he could have helped the 24 in some way with teammates, but now Ormond's stuck with lap traffic. And I think the 1 might have just made the winning move to win this race. Matt Hunter's approaching for 2nd place. 6 laps to go for Jamal Jackson. He's on the outside again, though. Oh, I think the 5 might have tried to trick him there. He might have pulled a crossover move on the 1. This is not over yet. 5 to go. It's all for bragging rights. Here comes Hunter for 2nd place. Hunter getting by Ormond. Hunter might approach and try to steal a win away with 4 to go. Jamal Jackson hanging on. Oh, O'Hare, a little contact there, but here comes Hunter. Hunter is fast approaching. He was a Championship 4 competitor last season. He's still got the speed. 3 to go. Durante's going to be put a lap down. A hard fall for the 45. He knows he's not going to win now. But 2 laps to go. Here comes Hunter. Here comes Jackson with 2 to go. And a 1 is going to put the 45 a lap down after the 45 started on the pole. What a crazy race this has been. It comes at you fast. But the white flag is in the air for Jamal Jackson with 1 lap to go. He had to wait for the right time. He thought he lost the race, but he got back and tried to win it. And he's going to get it. Here he comes on the final corner. Jamal Jackson is the Season 46 Ultimate Series All-Star Race winner. Jamal Jackson wins. And what a race it was. Jamal Jackson is your Season 46 Ultimate Series All-Star Race winner. What a race it was. It was an exciting one from start to finish, and it lived up to hype, folks. The race at the Coliseum lived up to its hype. I mean, the one car had to go through some dangerous lap traffic to try to win this race, and he was able to pull off the stunning victory. He was able to put a lap down on Ryan Durante, the pole setter, as well at the very end. But Jamal Jackson takes the win in the All-Star race. What a victory for the one team. I mean, that's a huge momentum booster heading into the second half of the season. I'm sure Jamal Jackson's going to be a winner in a regular season race. I'm sure he's going to want. He's got the fire. He's got the edge now, and Jamal Jackson is now an All-Star race winner. So the one car takes the win here in the Coliseum, the very first winner of the LA Coliseum here in the All-Star race. And we might be back to this track next season. Again, I'm trying to figure out how to have a race here at this very track next year in some way, in some form, but still working on it. But for now, Jamal Jackson is your very first winner at the Los Angeles Coliseum here in the All-Star race. So that's it here from the All-Star race weekend in LA. As your winner is Jamal Jackson, and I'm going to show you the final results here. Jackson's your winner. Then there came Matt Hunter in second, Nathan Ormond in third, Hayden Stringer, Colin Francis inside the top five. I mean, Hunter, it's hard to believe he almost won the All-Star race again. My goodness. Life comes at you fast, definitely. And there's Pete Chu, Tyler Jones, Quinn Moore, Dylan Ebrahimian, Clark McKee in the top 10. And the rest of your finishing order with Durante, Albertson, Fitzwater, Gomes, Castillo, Reynolds, Taylor, Breen, Latara, Bernesh, O'Hare, and Oscon. And boy, it was a fun race from start to finish. I gotta say, this was a fun one to do from start to finish. Very exciting race all throughout. Very exciting weekend here in the Coliseum. Can't wait to go back here next season. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the race from the All-Star race here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back to real racing next weekend. And let me look at the schedule, see where we are going to be at next weekend. We'll be at Charlotte. Yes, the race at Charlotte. The 600-mile race. The longest race of the year. That's where we're going to go to next. So we're going to be at Charlotte. This should be a lot of fun. Oh, I can't wait for Charlotte, boys. I mean, this is going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, until next time, we will see you later and hope you guys enjoy the rest of spring. Until then, we'll see you later.